Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Happy Catty Crypto here. So let's get into an update on the burning situation, discussing really a few things that are going on at the moment, what's in hand, and really talking about the rewards pool and the community pool and things like that. So let's dive straight into it. So if we go over and we look at the community pool, we can see that it's going up. This is good. So this is around probably around $15,000 maybe in the community pool ready to use. But the issue is, at the moment, I see it as an issue. A lot of people would rather just see us burn all of the community pool, or just keep the burn tax on the community pool as it is. And this 35% burn on the community pool, in my opinion, is, at the time when it came around, it was really relevant and it really did help push the movement along. But where we're sitting now, it's stupid to do this, because we need the community pool to be able to pay for devs. Anybody that's working and helping the blockchain that may need paying. We can pay for marketing campaigns, lots and lots of other things, and it's very important that our blockchain has the ability to cover its own fees, so to speak, and people who have worked to get it this far can't continue to keep doing it for free. And this is all going to be part of a huge transition that's going to be happening over the course of the next few weeks, I would think. So in my opinion, this should be reversed, and I'm working on an Agora text on a proposal to put up to reverse this pool burn, and possibly seeing it go to either the DApp side of things, or actually putting it back into the Oracle rewards pool. Because, and I know a lot of you don't want to hear this, but the rewards pool will eventually run out if we don't figure out a way to fund it. So I'm going to be speaking to people at Terra Rebels to figure out what funds the community pool, how we can help fund the community pool, and how we can ensure the future of the community pool, because without the pool there'll be no rewards. So it's likely to run out after about 1.5 years, probably a little bit less, because that's obviously set for the staking ratio, which is current. And if you don't know what the staking ratio is, it's the amount of staked Luna there is from the total supply. So as you can see, we've got this much. Now, I know a lot of people are going around and they're asking, which is totally understandable, about the circulating supply, and does it get removed by the system and things like that. And from what I can see from when I spoke to Ed, is it does get removed, yes, from the circulating supply, and it's not in the circulating supply, but the LCD system doesn't actually update it. So what we've done on LUNCPenguins is put up, so if you go to the circulating supply, you can see we've added an unofficial line, and this is the unofficial reading pretty much of what we're now giving as to what is actually removed from the circulating supply. And as you can see, it's a considerable amount. It's gone down quite considerably. So you do have the unofficial tallying of this, but from what we know is the system does register it, but the LCD doesn't have a way to deal with it to show you folks that it's removed it from the circulating supply. But something to be looked at in the future, something to be worked on, but we've given you this for now in the meantime. So looking at what's the next proposal, well, as most of you know, the 1.2% burn tax is going to be the next proposal, and it's to set the burn tax rate. And a lot of people are saying, why don't we just set it at 20%, 90%, 100%? This has to work for everybody, and we can't tax things to death. It doesn't work like that. They don't tax, well, they do, but in society tax is pretty hefty as it is, and it would kind of be like whopping a huge tax on the system, and the system needs to be able to cope with it, as well as validators, node operators, and just the everyday user of a system. Because would all of you want to have a 30% tax burn on every single little transaction you did? No, of course you won't. That 1.2% burn tax may not seem like a lot, but when you move, say, 100 million coins, it then becomes quite a considerable amount. So if we look at the transactional volume on chain, not for UST, but for Luna, it's pretty good. And it's gone up, obviously, over the past few days. And we do know there's a hell of a lot more coins that could possibly be staked. And the Binance Hot Wallet has dropped not a huge amount, but not even a fair little bit. It's dropped slightly. So we can actually see this on the LUNCPenguin's website. And as you can see, there's the drop around the staking time. So this is users sending their coins to stake, I would think. But you would have thought a lot more of these coins would have left to go to stake. So it's very interesting to see that. So we'll have to see what happens when new validators are able to join the space. And a lot of people keep asking, when are you going to be making your node? And it's here, it's on the dashboard, and it's on October 26th. Sadly, we didn't have the opportunity presented to us like LUNCDAO did with the Galactic Nodes validator. So sadly, we just have to wait. We have tried to acquire a node, but we've had no luck, sadly. So, and it's not as simple as just getting a node neither, because there was a few that we could have had. I think it was around 3. But the issue being is the max commission rate is set when you create a node, so you can never change it. And that's the same with the max daily change. These two can never ever be changed. They have to remain the same. To change them, they would need to make a new node, get everybody to move over to them. But as you can see, they have a max commission rate of 100%. So at any time, they could just move it up 1% a day, and over the course of say 100 days they could get their commission rate up to a max of 100%, which obviously they wouldn't do. But yeah, there's lots of like sneaky nodes out there. A lot of people are saying to me, can you give us a list of all different nodes that we should be staking with? And I'd rather you folks go through, do your research about each of these individual nodes and start to learn a bit about the system that you're involved with, because if you learn exactly what each one of these do, you can possibly open your whole world and the whole crypto space up to more possible things that you'd like to get involved with and stuff like that. So it's very important to always try and educate yourself a little bit more each day, become a little bit better each day. But yeah, moving over to the burn counter at the end of this one, and it's looking good. 3.08 billion burned in total. If we go to this month, we've burned 1.20 billion, which is really good. It's the most we've ever burnt in 1 month, and we are in a burning uptrend. We'll just have to see what happens next month. We've got 2 days left of this month, so we'll have to see what happens. But where it stands, we have we have beaten last month, so really good to see that. LUNCDAO should be burning from his node on the main net still, and on the classic net now. So he has 2 burn initiatives, which is absolutely amazing to see that he's done that. And realistically, I think HEC should think about possibly utilizing a node on the main net in the future, so that we can do the same as what LUNCDAO does and possibly do good. Help, because the LUNACLASSIC is there to stay, and so's Luna. Is that neither's going anywhere, and for us to not utilize another blockchain, which is very easy for us to utilize, kind of seems silly for us not to do that. So let me know what you folks think in the description about that. And yeah, just stay safe out there. There's a lot of scammers. So many different people I've seen messaging me that have been scammed and things like that. I think there's possibly 5 spots opening up in the steering group, so do keep an eye out for that if that's something you're interested in. We're looking for really good people to fill those spots. So yeah, stay safe. It's not financial advice, and we will catch you in the next one.